Here it is, you guys. Alright guys, back in the garage. I ended the last video. Can't remember if I explained it. If not, you're going to hear it again. But I ended the last video because, come to find out, this transmission has, the newer one has the 23 spline count on the output shaft for the transfer case. This one has a 22. I did go pick up a 23 spline transfer case, so that is no longer an issue. I just got to swap out the transfer case and get some fluid for that. But we're back on comparing the two transmissions. I will have to probably move some stuff over. Try to get that dowel pin out. Transfer this guy over here. Swap out the throwout bearings. I think the twin disc had a different throwout bearing. I'm almost positive it did. What I also find interesting is the new transmission has these two vents. So that can probably help with the twin disc getting hot. I think I already showed it, but there's a disc on the twin disc that is purple, so it has gotten very hot. I launched the crap out of the car. You guys already know that from seeing videos. Speed sensor cable thing is good with the, you guys know what I'm talking about, I hope. This is the old sensor on the transmission. This is the one that's on the one I got. Good to go. The arms are a little different on the shift linkage. I'm going to go ahead and just stick with this one. And I think that's about it. The only issue on this one was the thread is toast on the mount. But I'll roll with the one mount. I should be alright. Let's see. That's all I got to do. I got to transfer those parts over. Well, just the throwout bearing. Call it good. And then I'll let you guys know what the difference is and why this one's technically a built transmission compared to what I have. So let's go ahead and swap out the throwout bearing. So, quick note, that pivot ball, I believe, is the one that came with the clutch, the twin disc. So I actually need to transfer that to the new transmission. Because I feel like over here, it hits on the transmission. And I think that pivot ball pushes it away. And I double checked the instructions, firm competition clutch, because I still have them. And it does look like I do need to swap those around. So I'm going to go back to pulling this sucker off and swapping those balls out. Okay, took me a minute to line up that clip for the throwout bearing, but that's the old one. The new one is also all put together, and now it's ready to be installed on my Galant. So it's a badass transmission. I got it from my friend Taylor. They've opened it up before. It is, I remember them mentioning it is not a typical DSM internals. So from what we believe and their knowledge and how many transmissions they've done, this transmission has Evo 1 to 3 gears. So Evo 1 through 3, and it has the Evo 1 through 3 gear set as far as we know. Also, it has an aftermarket LSD. My friend put the LSD in it. He can't remember the brand LSD that's in it, but it is not an OEM LSD in it. So I cannot go wrong with this. Remember, he's made over 600 horsepower on this transmission. I've been in rides in it. This transmission it's held up with him, so it should hold up with me with 400 or 500 horsepower. But yeah, that's it, guys. Semi-built transmission, 23 spline output shaft. I have to swap over the transfer case when I install this. It's got the vents here, so hopefully that does help keep the clutch cooler. Gets all the heat out, at least I hope. But LSD front now, guys. I got the LSD rear end, the 4-bolt rear end already on the Galant. My friend can't remember if this is a center, if the center diff is welded on this one, like the one I just took off. I do hope it is a welded center diff. I hope it is, because I have broken it in this transmission before we welded it, and I don't want to go through that on this transmission. So let's go ahead and install it. Semi-built transmission for the Galant Vr-4, guys. Like, subscribe, share. More content to come. Next video you guys will see this sucker getting installed on the Galant. So it's time for me to end this video, guys. Like, subscribe, share. I appreciate the new subscribers. And this channel is just going to keep growing. Slowly growing, but it's still growing, and I'll take that, and I appreciate the support. Thanks, guys.